The MMA world is still buzzing after a jaw-dropping performance on August 7, 2025, that sent shockwaves through both UK and USA fight communities. What unfolded inside the cage was nothing short of domination, where elite striking, precision timing, and unrelenting pressure forced one of the most dramatic endings in recent memory. This wasn't just a win, it was a masterclass in calculated aggression.
Irene Rivera to be aiming at is that left eye.
And she is already battering that eye once again, but she doesn't want to get stuck here in a clinch with Danella. Danella's already shown that she can drag.
The referee didn't stop it. The doctor didn't intervene. It was the corner that made the ultimate decision to protect their fighter from further punishment. On a night filled with explosive finishes and technical battles, one bout stood head and shoulders above the rest. The highly anticipated clash had been building for weeks. From face-offs to fight week interviews, fans knew it was going to be intense. But no one expected it to end like this, not with a towel flying into the cage as a last resort. It's rare, it's emotional, and it's incredibly powerful to witness a team waving the white flag. It tells a story of complete control, overwhelming dominance, and unrelenting offense. The first round set the tone. From the opening...
Happy with the position, but if Danella controls here, she's going to be able to get the top position. Although Irene's taking her back here.
Both hooks are in for Irene Rivera, and look for some strikes here. I don't know that she's...
One fighter came out with laser focus, throwing sharp jabs, powerful leg kicks, and relentless combinations that put her opponent on the back foot early. The crowd could feel the momentum shift almost instantly. The pressure didn't stop. Every exchange favored the aggressor. The footwork, the feints, and the calculated forward movement made it impossible for the opponent to reset or recover. It wasn't wild, it wasn't rushed, it was surgical. Each strike landed with purpose. Each clinch exchange ended with damage. By the time the second round began, the writing was on the wall. The battered opponent tried to mount a comeback.
Fighting through this, she's trying to get back to her feet somehow.
Moving just enough does Danella to get herself out of trouble, but Irene Rivera is on her and is punishing the face of Danella Eliasov.
A lot of time to work
back, digging deep into her warrior spirit, but it simply wasn't enough. The damage had accumulated. The timing of the counters became even sharper. Head movement failed, defense crumbled, and as the dominant fighter poured on the pressure against the cage with a flurry of unanswered shots, the corner did what they had to do. They threw in the towel. Fans in the UK and the USA immediately took to social media, praising the performance and the corner's courage to protect their athlete. From fight analysts to former champions, everyone was talking about the sheer domination they had witnessed. It wasn't just a win, it was a statement.
She's got that arm isolated as well. She could set up for an armbar here. It's got a very good armbar. She's landing some good shots now. Irene Rivera's in trouble, Cyrus. She's looking for the rear naked.
A statement that said, "I belong at the top." This victory now raises serious questions about what comes next. Is a title shot on the horizon? Has a new contender just been born in front of our eyes? One thing is certain, this performance has changed the landscape of the division. And it wasn't just about power or skill, it was about composure, heart, and knowing when to flip the switch. Combat sports fans around the world live for these moments where the technical meets the brutal, where sportsmanship meets savagery. And this was one of those
Minute 23 is a lot of time to work.
Just trying to trap the arms, just trying to nullify the attack of Danella Eliasov, who continues.
Unforgettable displays. UK fight fans are already comparing the performance to some of the greatest female finishes in recent history, while American audiences are hailing it as one of the most dominant performances of 2025 so far. What made it even more impactful was the respect shown after the fight. No post-fight theatrics, no trash talk, just a nod to the corner, a brief embrace, and a show of class and humility that defines true martial artists. It's the kind of professionalism that earns respect from fans, media, and fighters alike. This wasn't just about a win. It was a performance that echoed through MMA forums, Twitter, X, and fight breakdown channels across YouTube.
Irene Rivera just trying to survive at this point.
Danella taking a deep breath as well. That's taken a lot out of her. Big elbows to the thigh.
You don't think that hurts, but man, you talk about elbows.
Experts are already dissecting the techniques used, the off-angle strikes, the body work, the setups, and the ability to trap an experienced opponent without getting caught in return. The control of distance, the awareness of timing, and the smart shot selection all point to a fighter who has not only improved dramatically, but who may now be among the elite. As replays of the bout continue to go viral, clips of the moment the towel hit the mat have garnered millions of views. Fans are sharing slow-motion videos, reaction compilations, and even coach breakdowns explaining why the towel was the right call. In a sport where toughness is often glorified, this was a perfect example of why smart corners matter. They didn't wait for a knockout. They didn't wait
and
for
fights get stopped all the time
Absolutely.
for this reason. And look, trying to get the attention of Irene Rivera, who's looking into her corner. She's just not hearing, and she's in.
a referee's hesitation. They made the call to protect their fighter, and the MMA world applauded them for it. It's a performance that will be studied, remembered, and talked about for years to come. One that puts the victor firmly in the spotlight, not just as a fierce competitor, but as a tactician, a destroyer, and a professional. This moment will stand as one of 2025's defining fights. And while the victor moves forward, riding high on momentum, the opponent walks away with respect.
I thought we were going to an incredible third round, and this fight stops. I'm absolutely floored. I want to know what happened.
See Danella, she's in tears, jumping on top of Mornay Fisser with a big celebratory hug.
And the support of fans who understand the risks they take every time they step into that cage. So what's next for the fighter who just shook the division? Will we see a top 5 opponent next? Is this the start of a title run? The MMA community eagerly awaits announcements from the promotion. Matchmakers will be paying attention. Rival contenders will be watching closely. And fans, they'll be hitting replay on this finish over and over again.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Brad Block has called a stop to this contest. 5 minutes at the end of round 1, declaring the winner by tap out due to a verbal submission, Danella Eliasov.